Brisbane have marred Melbourne's NRL opening of Amy Park and put their own campaign back on track with a thumping 22-point victory. It was the second instalment of the weekend's dual christening of Melbourne's magnificent new rectangular stadium, and just like Australia against New Zealand almost 48 hours earlier, the Storm were aiming to mark the occasion with the right result. Brett Morris had bagged the first ever try on the ground on Friday night, and it was another left side winger who recorded the honour at club level.
Oh, he got the ball away and Anthony Quinn scores a try.
Cooper Cronk was captaining Melbourne in the absence of Cameron Smith, and he set a superb example as the hosts poured on the early pressure. A Cronk grubber almost created try number 2, but Billy Slater showed he hasn't fully exported his try-scoring magic yet from Olympic to Etihad to Amy. Slater atoned soon after by saving one, as he anticipated well enough to get himself in between a couple of his kangaroo cohorts.
Slater's knocked it down.
It was a butchered opportunity for Brisbane, but 90 seconds later, they got what they deserved.
But he didn't ground it because Slater kicked it, which is an illegal play, so it is now a penalty try.
Yao Yi's 4-pointer triggered an unheralded Broncos stampede that delivered 4 tries in 15 minutes, with former Storm star Israel Folau featuring strongly.
Yes, Israel Folau.
Brisbane's third try in that devastating sequence was ridiculously soft, but the fourth was nothing short of sensational, with Folau in full flight, reminding Melbourne of what they're missing.
Slater looks at him. Oh, he gets rid of Slater easily with a big step, and Israel has scored again.
That left us with a stunning half-time scoreline of 24-4 in favour of Brisbane. Melbourne's new arena might not be ovular, but Matt Duffy had the locals wondering whether AFL could be played there after all.
It's a try! Scored on the far side of the ground by Duffy.
That raised expectations of a Storm resurgence. However, the chances of that happening were damaged by Quinn's near miss.
That's a knock-on, that's no try.
Instead, the Broncos were next to strike, restoring their 20-point surplus in frenetic fashion.
Now he's got the ball back in time. They're going to score. Norman!
The veteran Darren Lockyer may have been playing his second game in 3 days, but he showed that pure class doesn't fatigue.
Big Ben Teo scores for Brisbane. What a ball from the master.
For the Melbourne faithful, it had largely been a day to forget, but to the Storm's credit, they never stopped trying to entertain and finished the game off with a thrilling try.
Duffy, this big, long, tall fellow, the high jump champion.
While it was certainly a disappointing start to Melbourne's tenure at their new playground, the final scoreline was a fair measure of Brisbane's dominance and a very clear signal that Ivan Henjak's young side is rapidly beginning to mature after their shaky start to 2010. David Rowlands, Big Pond Sport.